Yeah, what's up? What's up with y'all, man? I know you're like, what the fuck with the music, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. See what this looks like. I don't even know what it's gonna look like. Oh, it looks okay, right? I'm okay with this, I think. Good to y'all? Looks pretty good to me, I think. I feel like I should probably turn on the highlight. 1 second. What the fuck is this playing? Okay. I said my life is something better than just ever when you think about it. Yeah. Look how cool this looks right here, though. Look how cool that looks. Look at this. Oh! Fuck! All right. Oh. Wait. There's no sound. Oh, wait. Hold on. My bad. My bad. Dun, dun, dun. My bad. I was supposed to come in like this. Yeah! Live! Tonight! Piece of shit, Rob! Let's go. Man, I am... First off, let's fix the cool little thing. Man, I am here. Jill, welcome. I'm glad to be here live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook with Nova the German Shepherd, which is right there. Shout outs to Nova. Make some noise for Nova. Make some noise for my bitch Nova one more time. Nova the White Shepherd. Come on. If I trust it, she's very gentle, okay? But there's kind of like a lot of things laying around. I gotta pick up shit. So I can't have her running around while we're doing this. Nova wants a hug. Nova gets a hug. So yeah, welcome. Episode 49. Evill season. We're back finally. Listen, come on. Come on. All right. Like, honestly, man, Evill season's been a very important part of my life. And the podcast has always been important to me. I want to prove you wrong that I am a difference. Okay, yeah, we're going to find out. I love when people hit me up and they'll be like, yeah, bro, well, just let me know after you're done with that podcast, bro. I'll get you set up with this shit. We'll get it cracking. All right, I got you, pimp. I got you. If you're watching in the Discord, thank you, man. I love you. Shout out to the Discord. Follow us on there, communitybookclub.org. One time for the Discord. But real quick, before we start the show, an Evill season, normally before we start any Evill season, we always get a shout out from our sponsors.
I listen to only rap, but not the Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, that's interesting.
I like every rapper not named the Insane Clown Posse.
I'm here. I feel like I've had a full week of streaming this week. We spent all week streaming on the Twitch and on YouTube. Shout outs to Gemini. If you missed the show last night, Gemini rocked a set on his YouTube. So, and the reason being is we're really trying to cross promote between everyone's projects. Born Evill isn't meant to be the only project that's being pushed on the scale, you know. So I think it's pretty cool that we're able to do that and put that, you know, effort and time towards shit and really make it make sense, you know, because there's a lot of like other fuck shit going on out there in the world, you know. So I like that. I like that, you know, we're kind of getting an idea for it now. But with that being said, man, let's start out the show. First off, just some mild changes. Obviously, it's just me now up here. And we have some group podcast stuff that we're going to be doing here in the future. But I thought that it made sense to preserve the uniqueness and greatness that is Evill season and continue going on and making this my more formal podcast. Stuff where you know, we're doing company updates and things of that nature and stuff that I think is a good idea and to share with everybody. And then if you're in the comments, you're welcome to share with me, or if you're in the Discord, which I don't have open right now, but I can open here shortly. Those are things that I think about. I really want to open up those doors and lay out stuff for me correctly. And it starts with simple things like this, you know, just communicating. So, with that being said, you know,
Bing bong.
we're going to get right into this shit. And we're just going to start off with talking about this year. I mean, overall, this year has been pretty fucked up for a lot of people, right? And I think that it stems from a bunch of shit, right? I should have been promoting the podcast while I was starting up. Instead, I was taking a dab. Shout outs to my mans. So I look at some of the stuff that we're doing now currently, right? Some of the podcast stuff and some of the doors that we open up collectively, you know, this year. And it starts out with this year. Let's talk the mindset of this year and where it kind of pushed us at and where we're at now with it all. 2022 was a weird, interesting year for me. I've lost some people, like we all have this year, starting out and ending last year. But I think part of it is I started the year this year or last year. Sorry. You know, Happy New Year to everybody out there. I'm gonna get to that. We started the year out very strong. I thought personally that the business was where it needed to be. And we had a lot of loyal people around us that were sitting around and really focusing on what this brand had and entitled to, what we were trying to really push and advance with this shit. And it starts and stems from this, right? You get to February, March, April, stuff's rolling still very smooth. Now, there's not a lot of advancements going on because I feel like I gave a lot of people a lot of leeway. No. I think that part of it is I want to see, you know, where people are at, you know, with it. And we worked really hard to get to a lot of the points and things that we've done and to have the family and group of people around us that we have right now. We worked extremely hard. So there's no reason to take that shit away. There's no reason to try to fuck with it. So this year, you know, I had to let go of people, and some people took a step back. We won't say that anybody got fired. We won't say anybody got let go or anything like that. We'll just say stop working together. Because I'm not weird. I'm not one of these fucking guys out here that are trying to spin a narrative with, like, I see you at a party and I'm like, oh, yeah, fuck that guy, and this is why I don't like him, and I don't care whether you accept it or not. I don't give a fuck. All right?
Bing bong.
You feel me, bitch?
Hey, yo.
I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking care. And I feel like a lot of people have a lot of feelings towards shit all the time. Like, there's always these feelings towards everything. Oh, no, this person's going to feel like this because I said this. Who fucking cares, bro? Fucking cornball ass shit. Now, like, look, I'm not saying that everything has to be advanced into a fight, right? It doesn't have to become a fight. But, I mean, you should still be able to just speak up and stand your ground without people getting soft and being fucking weird, bro. That's a common thing, bro. That's a common thing, All right? So this year, I felt like I had a lot of people at the start of the year calling me brother, using my businesses, my money, my attributes, my characteristics, my plugs, my people for their own advancement. And instead of bringing anything to the table, the whole process that they worked with us, they brought things in, little bits, to make it seem like they were really adding to the pot. And how I know was going on is I found out after. And I found out people were saying things behind my back, which is weird as fuck, bro, right? Isn't that not weird? Weird, bro. Fucking weirdo. Why do that dumbass shit? Okay? So you start the year, and this is not the first rodeo in music either, though. When you think about it, I've been doing this shit long ass motherfucking time. This has done happened before. So part of this comes back to that stemming, right? It making sense and it going to it. How do you accept that? You just let it go. It's letting go of it's part of it. I get to this point where I'm at now at the end of the year, and I realize that the start of the year taught me who is actually going to be loyal to a cause that I created with my friends and who is not. Who is going to stick around and be my friend on top of that? Not just music, friendship, the bond that we all build collectively, all of us. The fuck is wrong with people? People treat friendship and things like that like it's so light, and I feel like you're the worst kind of person. Taking advantage of people for loving and caring about someone so much to the point that it's not about whether you're a fuck up or whether you do music or you don't do music or whatever. They love you. They treat you the same. Here we are with that. Think about it. I get to the middle of the year and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to buy a house, okay, or I am going to move to the Central Valley again, or I don't know. I wasn't even sure what I was going to do. I couldn't even honestly tell you guys. I was scared at points because I didn't know where we were going to go, you know? And it's not easy to get a place in California. It's fucking impossible. It feels like renting. Oh my God. And it's not like I have terrible credit. We had plenty of money to do it. We're not balling, but we had plenty of money to do it. So, all that unfolds. I decide I'm not moving to SenCal. And it wasn't just because of them direct people, because it's not like I can't go to SenCal and live there and they live there. Shit don't make no difference. It don't matter at all. What matters, or what the difference between it all and what the look of it all is and how it feels and all that, it's all built off of other shit, right? It's rough. It's rough when you think about it. You know, and it's not it's not what you expect out of friendship from people. So it's been very difficult for me personally to understand and grasp what I did to deserve to be treated like dog shit, basically. And like, what do I got to do to push the limits and make these things fucking make more sense to you? So I don't go. This is my 2022 wrap up. I don't go to St. Cal. I exit these guys out of the group. Some of the guys were friends and had closer ties to one person, which sucks when you have a collective of people and one person and another person have a lot of power and control amongst the group. But there's no way, shape, or form that somebody could come into this collective and not be a founder and act like you have any somewhat control of anything that we've created on our own without you, before you were around, before you had any point or interest at all, when we were already popping, getting paid, buddy. You know?
Bing bong.
That's it. I don't like this fucking cornball ass, weird ass vibe shit all the time where people are playing this fucking game and narrative on shit. So, I don't go. I decide, yo, we're going to leave SAC. Fuck it, we're out of here. I don't, it's not in my mind that I wanted to directly leave SAC, but I thought about it closely and thought, fuck it, I'm out of here. So I pack up and we come here. We're in East Washington, Spokane, Washington. It's beautiful here. It's gorgeous. I've been here since July. And when I got here, I got set up and I started working on this recent album I just released, Villains, which is, a Born Evil thing. And I also sat down and focused on rekindling and building relationships with people, and talking to them and telling them, hey, man, like, life is too short. We can't get stuck in this shit, bro. You and I, all of us collectively, we all need to be friends, bro. We all need to hang. We all need to be close. Because one day, motherfuckers is dead, bro. Next thing you're thinking is...
Go to bed!
Go to bed! That one right there, my bad.
Go to bed!
Yeah. So, I come here. I'm rekindling. And we're here. We're here in January, right? And I'll say one of the number one things I'd say for the second half of the year, for the third and fourth quarter, more or less, is we have created a fundamental wave of people that are around this group that are going to move mountains. They are going to move mountains, bro. Okay? And I think personally, people won't ever realize that until the end, But I appreciate going through what I did earlier this year. And I appreciate all the negative, weird hater shit and all the, like, fucking out of nowhere, jump off the woodworks fucking bullshit people try to put me through that I don't talk about a lot, and I'm not even going to vex on it too much. I'm not going to say too much about it. I will say this, is I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care about anybody's drama. Excuse me. I don't care about any of that, bro. I don't care about what he or she said. I don't care about how people feel about what I'm doing and when I'm doing it and how I'm doing it. I don't care, bro. Like, somebody calling me 3 times, I'm on a fucking podcast. Like, you don't understand what a podcast is, you dumb bitch? I'm in a podcast. I can't voice chatter. Weird. Fucking weirdos. Stop messaging me, fucking weirdos. Quit with the shit. Please and thank you. Like 10 people were trying to call me at once. I hang up one and the other one called me. All right, it's on silent now. But if I hadn't gone through that decision and all in all the love to everybody. Go work out what you need to do. If you don't like me, you don't want to work with me, don't work with me. Go work somewhere else. Who cares? I'm not going to be banging on your boss's door saying, fuck that guy. Someone brings you up, I don't give a fuck, bro. Brush this bullshit off. But I refuse to hear any scrutiny from anyone that's 30, 40, 50 years old. All right? Oh, shit. My watch. Anybody that's 30 years old, 35 years old, 40 years old, don't have their own fucking car and home to live in, but want to give opinions on everyone else's life, bro. Simmer down with that. Don't give directives when you are a fucking bum, buddy. Okay? So please, everyone just like all the extra directives from people I see out there and all the little cornball shit, keep that in 2022. Out here in 2023, we all trying to advance each other and work together and be better and do better, right? Is that not what we're here for? With that being said, my 2022 was changing, life-changing, buying a home, and a culture shock being in Washington compared to California. But all in all, I have the best group of people around me right now. I have a solid group of artists. I have a solid team. We have a great podcast staff. We have all these great talented people from, artists to glass artists to fucking, to our podcast people, to our producers and our video guys and all that. Like, all of those guys are great. And everybody doesn't have to be announced every time. You don't have to know every member to know that there's things going on here. All the way, and I'm orchestrating things from here with the group. And that happens a lot in our Discord. So if you're familiar with Discord, you can go log in right now. We're on Discord, communitybookclub.org. It will be in the link in the description for you so that you're ready to go and you're all out of the way and shit. So let's jump on some of the next subjects. Anyway, 2022, man, I feel like it had a lot of greatness and it had a lot of fuckery. But so with that being said, you guys know I moved to the Pacific Northwest, and I'm in Washington, so I'm probably about 7 hours, 8 hours, a little more from Portland. Seattle's about 4.5 from me, so it's not super far to Seattle. That's kind of cool, I think. So yeah, part of that is a good look, and I think that we're really starting to settle in. It snows here. It doesn't snow like that in Cali all the time. You have to go to the mountains or something. So that's been a change, but that's okay. Nothing major. I like it here, and I really look forward to like setting some roots here with shit and really opening up the doors, which leads me back to what I wanted to reach out and say. Shout outs to our sponsors, of course, Medical Militia, Pacific Northwest Roots, Santo Paso, our boys over at Deadly Album Covers, my boy Mamba Guards. If you're not familiar with what Mamba Guards is a guard that goes on your GT Blazer, big shot, and it goes on, you twist it, and it locks into the screw, right? My bad. I'm over here trying to twerk it too much. And then, you're doing shit like this, you can actually touch that fucker. You can turn it off. You feel what I'm saying? You get the point. Mamba Guards, what up to Mamba Guards? Shout-outs to our sponsors. And, of course, naturally.
I listen to only rap, but not the Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, that's interesting.
I like every rapper not named the Insane Clown Posse.
Let's jump into a couple more topics, and then I'm out of y'all's hair for tonight. And Evill Season will start changing into something a little different now. So Evill Season will be, like I said, a little more formal, a little more present with everybody. And I'll still have times to spend bullshitting on here with everybody. But I'm not gonna go too in depth with trolling and stuff like that on this particular podcast as often. Maybe we'll watch something and we'll do a reaction or something, But other than that, we're sticking away from it. We're gonna put that on the other podcast. Shout outs to Gemini. What up to Gemini?
Who are you?
Doctor said I broke my back.
Spinal.
All right. So part of this cool shit that we do, bro, is work together and really open up these bonds and stuff. So with that being said, this year, Born Evill Network, Born Evill Studios, whatever you want to call it, will be doing a lot of albums. There'll be a lot of album services going on and different projects that we're releasing with artists that maybe you've never heard of. Some you have. Some of the originator guys, some Uriel and stuff like that. You'll see a bunch of new releases from all of us. And I'm really going to be trying to put some investment in getting some of these newer guys in here and really like building that next regime and form of people that should be a part of this group. And I think that's what everybody should be doing this year as a member. If you're a member of Born Evil, it means more than, just hanging out in the Discord, because a lot of us hang out in the Discord all the time, right? But part of it is the family and camaraderie that's built behind it. And the people that are there that say they got you, they actually got you. I don't trust any of the. This is how I always, and this might be a crazy theory. I always ask myself, will that guy fight? Will that guy fight? Or if I'm down and out, will that guy defend me? Like I'll defend him. Will we always respect each other? Are we going to be doing this like behind the back bullshit? Or are we going to actually hold each other down? It's a easy question when you think about it, but people have a hard fucking time with it. And that's crazy to me. We have the most loyal group of people, and it's because we've overcame the adversity of bullshit and pussy-ass people that I allowed to be in charge of things, or people that I allowed to have some say in things. Because this group has a say in everything. Every member has a group and a say in everything. You don't have to be a staff member or anybody special. If you are a member or considered a member of the group, there's a lot of things that come with that. And so this is what I want to point out this year. You want to be a part of Born Evil? I'm all for it. This group is meant for everybody. It is meant for the single dad or the dad that only gets out a couple nights a week. It's meant for the hardcore artists. It's meant for the hardcore support people that like hip-hop. It's meant for people that love glass art. It's meant for people that love producers and videos. It's all of it. It's meant for all of that. All right? It was opened for that. My mind state thinks, why are we not adding people to the regime? Why is it not being built in and added? Now, I know that, number one, part of that problem, number one problem is right now, I'm assuming, I could be wrong, and you guys can check me on that, is people are worried, because we're worried about getting people in there that don't really fit, but we have a way with Discord now. Where you come in, you kind of get fucking swayed a lot. And like now when people do fuck ups, I'm not gonna tell any specific stories, it's none of y'all business, but when people do fuck ups, the group, you catch a lot of scrutiny from them. Like you'll come in, say you come in the Discord, they'll have a picture of you, say you ate a piece of pizza and it had dog shit in it. They'll have a picture of you with pizza and dog shit, and it'll say dog shit Dan or some shit. You know what I mean? And that's the scrutiny you're catching. Now, it doesn't seem like that bad. You had a bad day, it gets real fucking annoying, right? But if you can't take the simple swaying, how are you going to handle us being on tour? Or just the excursions that we all do, Friendsgiving that we have every year, and things like that. Those are crazy. That's what opened my mind to all this shit right now. I think about that, and that's where our friendship and camaraderie is. That's where the people get checked. And if you want to be a part of it, come to the Discord, communitybookclub.org. Same link as last year. Born Evil Studios. If you look in the directory on Discord, type in Born Evil Studios, you'll find us. Born Evil Network, you'll find us. We're there, bro. 7 days a week. And I appreciate every single person that comes in there and treats it as a home for them to come in and hang out at. It feels like 2000. It literally feels like 2003, 2004. Dead ass. And I was on the internet way before that, for sure. But it feels like that right now. So, yeah, a lot of different changes. Right now, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard. I am streaming on Twitch, eviltwitch.com. We did some games this last week. This week, I think I'm going to make some beats. I'm going to I don't know if I'm going to bring it in here. What I might do is just tap it in here, bring it in and plug it into the mixer right here, and just fuck around and make some beats on it, and then get some stuff ideaed out, and then I can bounce them down later. But I'll let y'all know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I haven't even figured it out. But we're doing some stuff this week, and part of it is shit like that. So I'm setting it up so that we're able to be creative and have fun and not feel so jammed up about things all the time, you know. So Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, we're live streaming, whether it's gaming or it's music or something of that ordinary. Wednesday nights, 8 p.m., it is our Pull the Plug, bro. And this last week we had the...
Hell to the no.
Yo, what up, my boys? Yeah, so this last year, YouTube, if you're on YouTube, is it running smooth for y'all? Let me know if you're on YouTube and watching it. It looks like it's going cool to me. I don't see like any red lines or anything on anything, so I'm assuming it's running fine. And if it's not, I do apologize. I don't know why it's correlating that, but I will fix it. So if you didn't peep our last podcast, the last Pull the Plug on, I shot it on Thursday, and here's why. So on Wednesday when I shot it, it was acting very weird. It wasn't loading at all. It was lagging the whole podcast, not just my video. Like you noticed today, knock on wood, the video is working fine, right? So I don't know what I fixed, but I did something and it worked. So here we are. I think part of that is deleting the other camera add-on that's on the program while it's running. You can't have that running at the same time. Fucks with the feng shui of everything, I guess. So I don't know, but thank you, goddamn Streamlabs, for working right today. Yes, it's working good. Thank you, Gemini. Fuck yeah, let's go. All right, so it is working. Thank God. Okay. So let's get back into this. I thank you guys. Thank you to all staff and everybody that fucking really helped me make this. So here's one of the topics for the week. And if you're in the Discord or you're in the or if you're just in the YouTube chat or Twitch or Facebook, one of those chats, answer this question for me and you know, answer it honestly to yourself first, and then you can say it. Are you supposed to make amends with stuff you done in the past that might have been shady or was dirty? That was one of the questions that somebody gave me. Am I supposed to make amends for stuff in the past that I've done that might have been shady or dirty? Ask yourself that question and tell me why. I feel like we all have our own dark times. Darktavius. It really, really puts us in a tight situation because nobody's immediately like shady on purpose. Things happen. You just have to watch how your character is looked at. Some people don't care. I didn't care a lot in my 20s. I would do some shady shit. And at times I probably deserved to get killed. There was probably points in my life for sure, bro. But you know what? Jesus said,
Hell to the no. To the no, 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 no. Hell. Whoop, whoop.
Forget the past and keep moving forward. I think that's a great input on that. I don't think that you should dwell on stuff that I'm 35. I'm definitely not dwelling on things when I was 25 or younger. And there is people in this world right now, y'all, that are dwelling on things I did when I was 21, 22. I was a fucking slime ball. I was the worst kind of worse. I was on drugs. I would have did anything. I would have robbed you for your food stamps, buddy. So I don't put it past me to be dirty in the past when I was younger, right? Or there may be a time, you may not even be younger when that kind of shit happens. You may just be a regular age. You could be in your 30s and that could happen. I'm just saying I made my bad decisions in my 20s when I was young and had the chance to do that. And, at the end of my 20s, 28, 29, I moved to SAC. I started opening my eyes a lot. Like, yo, bro, how are you getting caught up in this shit? Why are you doing this? Why are you, how did you get put in this position? Where did you end up, 5 years ago? And why were you, tied up in bullshit? But, sorry. Why? Just kept asking myself, why? What am I good at? What am I going to do? How am I going to figure things out? I literally drove myself up the wall, and I was dating toxic people, toxic women, and great pussy, bad attitude. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, dog. But I enjoy that experience for what it was, right? And that's why I'm here to talk about that. That's why I thought that question was great. For me, I don't think making amends with every single person on planet Earth is going to do you justice. I don't believe that if you have done so many people bad, it's a good idea to go back and open up that scab, especially if it was something that maybe just didn't make a whole lot of sense to everyone, all parties, Be realistic. Be honest, be truthful, be loving. Don't let yourself get caught up in shit like that. And if you do, know that it's okay for those things to happen. Know that it's gonna go a certain way because of that. But it's also going to fade away, and in 5 years, and in 10 years, even in a year, but let's just say in 5 years, you won't even blink an eye at that. You won't even remember that happened. That's my point. People hold on to those things for their whole life. Some of us just learn we got to move on. You can't allow yourself to be wrapped up in any of that at all. And I love this shit, I love this shit. I have a really passionate love for a lot of the stuff that we do collectively as a group. And I see the Discord is absolutely fucking packed right now. Shout outs to everybody in the Discord. Oh man, I love it. Is that Juggalo Tom? Juggalo Tom is in the Discord right now. It's going down. All right, I'm gonna come back in here. I'm gonna come in here in a second. I just want to touch some more bases. I'm out of this bitch. And so if you don't make amends and you learn to move on, how do you change? What do you change to make yourself better? I think most of all, you're just more aware of what could happen and what did happen. And you tell yourself, yo, I can't let that happen again, bro. I can't be in a bad relationship again. I can't work a dead-end job and then I'm at the check cashing place getting fucking fronts at like 2 or 3 of them every check, and then I'm paying it back and I have $0 every check, and I'm stuck in that cycle and I can't get out of it, or I have to put my bank in the negatives every single time. How do you break out of those cycles, bro? You learn. You grow from those things. And it starts with setting the tone for yourself. And Born Evil sets the tone for our own. We set the examples by us working our asses off. Sometimes I work my ass off so much, and not everybody has to do that, and that's okay. And I forget, and I have to remind myself, Rob, you don't have to. Nobody has to prove anything to anybody. Everyone can just work in their own pace. Some of us get to work from home. Some of us don't. And that's okay. There's no difference. I actually envy guys that do like manual labor and shit. That's not me. Maybe when I was a younger, like early 20s, 18, 19, 20 type shit, but nah. No. So, I think mainly learning to change is just understanding your growth and what you did wrong to begin with. And maybe sometimes it's not about who's wrong or right even. It's just about advancing and putting yourself in a better position. I appreciate everybody that's peeped this. A couple more things. So one of the bigger things about growing from this too, I think, is just kind of opening up those doors for yourself. So maybe you've had a group of toxic people around you, or maybe There's just been a spew of bad things happening, and you can't explain one or the other. Shit just happens. It does. Let yourself go on that and run with something new. If you're used to, this is something I used to ask myself, what am I even good at? What am I going to make money from the rest of my life? Because I didn't go to college like that. Now I have a couple certificates, but that ain't nothing major. But I don't have nothing promised to me. I don't have any parents to fall back on. I can't even call for help. There's no help there. There's nobody literally on the other end of the line. I want you to look at something and go, hey, look, bro, I sold a lot of weed in my time. And I've done a lot of events, whether it was hip-hop or cannabis related. And, of course, on the legal end, if you're watching this, the law, the police, on the legal end. And that, shouts to Prop 215 days was pretty spicy. But I learned a lot of face-to-face stuff. And I've always been kind of you could approach me, we could high-five, fucking laugh, we'll run around, we'll go eat, we'll drink, we'll do whatever. I've always been those kind of guys when it came to being outside and in events with people and meeting difference and just having fun, bro. That's me, having fun. Doesn't matter what we do. If I'm chilling at home smoking in the Discord with all the homies, I'm having fun. So, if you're great at, I realized that I was great at selling things. I was great at getting people to invest behind what I like and what I do. It's what I still do now. I get people to invest in what I do because they believe in what we do. And I'm proud to say that Born Evil was built off of my own investments. It wasn't built off anybody else's. And that's beautiful, bro. That's a beautiful thing. But you don't need to do it that way either. There's a lot of ways that can be done, and you just have to learn to grow from it and understand, yo, bro, just because you're drinking fucking, signature Walmart water or Winco water or whatever the fuck it is, doesn't mean that you can't make $1 million tomorrow off of something that you might have just thought was worth nothing. Think about some of the shit that you're great at and put that and apply that towards your life. Because I can guarantee you every single one of us out there has that ability. Everyone. Nobody's cut out. Maybe Weedle.
Hell to the law.
But I just, I look at that shit right there, bro, and I'm reminded again, I'm reminded that I'm grateful for my growth, my understanding, and my ability to learn. With that being said, 2023, we have a lot ahead of us. And most of all, we just really plan to put everyone with their best foot forward. Everyone that's involved with us, anybody that's around, we love y'all. We cherish you guys. And I really do appreciate anybody that's been supporting us this far. We're really going to open up a lot of doors on shows and different things for artists that maybe nobody thought about doing before. I plan to really take over all the outlets, whether it's SoundCloud or any of those, Bandcamp, any of those joints with charts and looks and stuff. We're going to grasp them all. We're going to run them all. And I'm going to put every album I can that comes out of Born Evil on the front line to try to land some billboards this year and try to land some different things this year that will open up those doors and really create that look for us, bro. Why the fuck are we spending time not investing in our people and around the people that are around us? Why do we spend time posting bullshit all day, fucking faggot reels and dumbass shit all day when we're not supporting each other? And I don't mean this directly from our camp, but just in general. You can buy a $5 coffee every day, but you can't buy a $5 fucking shirt, right? Give me a break. That's my point. That's what we're pushing this year. We're pushing the edge. We're pushing the limits, and we're allowing the brand to pursue what we want it to. We're allowing it to land in the areas that we need it to. We're going to bring the new people on, the new supporters, the new rappers, the new glass people. We got tons of things that we have between the group members here now that when we add all these new people that come on from loving, supporting, and enjoying what we do already, We're fucking killing it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
You want a shot? 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 Yo, he got his phone in his balls. Steve Jobs did not die for this.
Man. The 49ers did get a W today. Shout outs to the Niners. And we can discuss some playoff stuff this next week, and I probably will touch basis on football. What I probably will do is create another scene in here. So, like, I'll switch it, and I'll probably, like, click it like this. It'll do this little shish-kaboo, and I'll be fucking, kind of explaining, and then I'll go back to, So that's what this will be like the more as it advances. And I'm usually going to keep it to about an hour, hour and a half from this point on. If we do go any longer, that's just because, that's just what it requested. Sometimes people are on here. I see 5-6 people on here. There's people watching in the Discord. I appreciate it. I want you guys to ask this right now, and this is just this before I get out of here. I'm gonna blow this popsicle stand in about 5 minutes. 2023. What are the goals that you have? What are your goals? Ryan Snyder, thank you for liking the stream. What are your goals for 2023? Let's talk about it. I have a lot. I have a lot of goals right now. I'm not gonna even cap with y'all. I have a lot of motherfucking goals. And I did a lot of downtime this year where I didn't get as much time and things that I wanted done. And I was able to squeeze a couple albums this last year. I got a couple albums out of the way. But was it exactly what I wanted? Maybe, maybe not. It's hard, really rough when you think about it. Really, really. But so goals for me, I want to tell you this. Here's a couple things. I want to put 4 albums out again this year. I put 4 out in 2020. It was a hit. I did very well. I calculated a lot of views, most views I've ever gotten. And I think it's time that I reiterate and go back to that. Number 2, I need to create as much videos as possible, as much video content, whether it's podcasting, whether it's music videos, whether it's, show videos, whatever. I need to create as much as possible. That is super important to me. And I know some people have a different outlook on it, and they might think, I want to do this and that. I'm going to get to some of those other goals. So the music is important. The video shit is important. Third, I want to put a trust in my sons' names. I have 2 more sons, and I want to put money in their names so when they're 18, they're able to do their thing, get back to it, and have a life when I was 18, I didn't have anything. I moved out when I was 15. I've been by myself since I was a baby. And I moved back home, I think, at one point, and then I moved back out, then I moved back home and back out, and I was done from that point. I want to see them prosper. I want to see my family prosper. Another thing is I want to buy another house. I want to buy a house to rent. Supplemental income is important. I think that you should all think about that and where you can put yourself with that situation and how much money can be made by just allowing yourself to take a risk. And buying a house and renting it out is a little risk for sure. It can cost money, and it could get pricey. It also could never have as many issues as you ever think as long as you take care of it. And if anybody knows me, baby, if anybody knows me, so I'm really proud. I'm excited. And ultimately, the number one thing I want for this year, and there's a million things I can think of. I could tell you guys all day. I want to be happier this year. I want to not wake up a day and feel so stressed out that it's overwhelming and my anxiety is just through the fucking roof. I don't want to feel like that anymore. I'm tired of feeling like that. Aren't y'all? Some of my folks, some of my homies, people that are watching, aren't y'all tired of that? I'm tired of it, bro. And I just want to live now. And when I see my friends every day and we're laughing and we're making jokes and we're having fun, that's all I fucking care about anymore. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care about politics or none of that. Keep that shit out my inbox. If it don't involve the fam, it's not important. And with that being said, I love y'all, man, and I appreciate you guys times a million. And we're here, episode 49, Evill Season. This will be live on Spotify, Apple Music, and all the other outlets that take podcasts. And now, I didn't know if you guys knew this, now podcast video. So if you have Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can watch it you can watch this video. You're going to see it right now. Look, I'm flipping you off. Fuck you. No, I love you guys, man, and I want you to really just look forward to this year and work hard and stay striving. Don't be let down, and check on your loved ones. Make sure everyone is good. We'll be live every Sunday, okay, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Evill Season. This is episode 49. Shout-outs to our sponsors again, Medical Militia, Santo Paso, Mamba Guards, Deadly Album Covers, and of course, big motherfucking BE, baby. The new website build is ready. I just need to make all of the templates for the shirts and the hoodies and shit that I want to create. I'm going to run some pre-sales. If you want a hoodie, you have to buy it. If you don't buy it, it's not coming. I want to let you know that right now. If you didn't buy any of those villain shirts, they're not getting put out again. They're never being released again. So put that in your fucking pipe and smoke it. I'll see y'all on Wednesday for Pull the Plug. But, of course, I will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock on Twitch. Love you guys, man. Be safe out there. And hopefully you have a great rest of your goddamn day, man.